Jim Starlin is the creator of Adam Warlock and Thanos. So what if we made the two characters duke it out? I wonder who would win? Well, let's discuss that in this video. Without a doubt, one of Marvel's best villains is Thanos. The Mad Titan has battled some of the most formidable foes as he traveled across the cosmos. He has defeated cosmic beings, gods like Thor, and also our heroes from Earth. So because of all this wide-ranging tactical experience, Thanos usually has the upper hand. There are very few who can defeat Thanos given his knowledge and experience in intergalactic warfare. Even when he loses, he puts up a really good fight because he himself knows best that he won't be defeated in the same way twice. He might even have eyes on the back of his head. I mean, no one ever said he didn't. Speaking of Thanos, we know that he has used the Infinity Gauntlet kind of a lot because of a fixation with the Infinity Stones. Even if the stones are often associated with Thanos, Adam Warlock has a very different relationship with them. Years of experience has allowed Warlock to master the Soul Gem and harness its abilities. There was even a time when he passed away in his physical form and continued to exist inside the stone. Adam Warlock has the advantage because of his connection to the Soul Stone, which can change the course of battle in his favor. There was even a time when he prevented the stones from working in harmony when facing Nebula, allowing Nebula to be defeated. This connection throws a wrench in the spokes of anyone attempting to utilize the gauntlet. Now Thanos is an Eternal, a member of the Titan branch. After a catastrophic war, these Eternals abandoned Earth and found their own civilization. The parents of Thanos were able to modify themselves and later their fellow Eternals so they could conceive, despite the fact that Eternals could not reproduce and can only be created by Celestials. Thanos was a part of the experiment that changed the Eternals forever. Since he is practically unbreakable and immortal, Thanos possesses all the advantages that Eternals do. The only definite way to defeat the purple bad guy is through molecular manipulation, which is an almost impossible task. And based on the engineering of the Eternals, Thanos is capable of withstanding practically anything. Adam Warlock has been a part of the Infinity Watch and the Guardians of the Galaxy, two of Marvel's strongest intergalactic super teams. After working alone for many years, Warlock finally managed to gather sort of like a family of his own, which included Gamora, Pit the Troll, her, and a lot of other beloved characters. And it was after the battle against the Annihilation Wave that he became a part of the Guardians. Warlock's friends have had a huge difference in his life. We all know that there is strength in numbers and his co-heroes have helped him a lot in battle, even coming up with the best tactics for a fight. Some of Adam Warlock's friends have their own experiences in a fight against Thanos, and that would just be another plus for Warlock's chances of winning. Thanos wasn't exactly sitting around while Warlock was out making friends. He has done quite a bit of work himself, like getting his hands on the Infinity Gauntlet, obtaining a Cosmic Cube, destroying the Elders of the Universe, and even defeating some of the most powerful heroes and fellow villains. Oh, and let's not forget how he has literally conquered the universe once too. Through all of this, Thanos has shown us what he is capable of. His strength and resolve are really second to none. And if there is something that he wants, he'll stop at nothing to get it. We know that in Endgame, Thanos was an enemy of a lot of heroes, but Adam Warlock wasn't exactly there. This is different in the comics though, where throughout Adam Warlock's many Marvel adventures, Thanos has a more reoccurring role. And honestly, their relationship is quite interesting. There's one moment where they would be sworn enemies, and the next they're working together. It was after Thanos lost the Infinity Gauntlet when the duo worked together. They battled against the Magus and the Goddess side by side and even worked together against Thor when the latter was suffering from warrior madness. What these collaborations mean is that Adam knows how Thanos' mind works. He understands Thanos' actions and motivations, sometimes more than Thanos himself. Basically, he knows how Thanos thinks and he knows how to convince him, which gives him a little bit of an upper hand. I really can't forget to mention how stupidly powerful Thanos really is. He's strong enough to engage in hand-to-hand combat with Thor and the Hulk, he can take hard-hitting attacks without a sweat, he has powerful psionic abilities, and can even control cosmic energy. In Endgame, Thanos even made the Avengers completely hopeless, succeeding in snapping everyone out of existence. I know he was defeated by the end of it all, but the point is that he did manage to succeed at least one time. MCU's interpretation might have some people believe that it was the Infinity Gauntlet that made him as powerful as he was, but in reality, Thanos is powerful even without it. Warlock has had quite a few feats under his belt as well. He was once the Earth's greatest defender. He battled Thanos constantly, defeated his evil future self, the Magus, and stood against the greatest destructive powers in the Marvel Universe. Adam Warlock is tough, but there's another reason why he's able to do any of these things at all. It's brains over bronze, although in Warlock's case, it's both brains and bronze. Adam Warlock with his wits paired with his strength has gotten himself out of a lot of sticky situations, and it isn't too surprising. He was created to be perfect after all. When Thanos was on Titan, his upbringing was quite miserable because of how he looked like a deviant. His childhood experiences are the reason for his negative outlook on life, but things felt better when he met Mistress Death, who was a personification of death. Thanos fell in love with her and did everything he could to get her to return those feelings. While Mistress Death doesn't often return his affections, she knows that she has found a perfect servant in Thanos. And even though Mistress Death doesn't give Thanos what he wants, she knows what he desires most is strength. This complicated relationship isn't all that bad though, because Mistress Death looks out for him as well, which gives him a formidable ally, even if it's a little complicated. The Conclave made Adam Warlock very powerful, and this power comes with the possession of the Soul Gem, which is often considered the most unique and powerful Infinity Stone. But wouldn't it be boring if that was all? Let me tell you that his abilities aren't only limited to the powers of the Infinity Stones, as he also has mighty psionic powers, clairvoyance, energy manipulation skills, flight, quantum magic, and plenty more to send Thanos flying. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, Adam Warlock also has his wits aside from all his powers. His strategic mind often helps him conquer a lot of enemies, and that is specifically true when it comes to Thanos. And that brings us to the winner of this battle, Adam Warlock! Now I know some of you might not agree, but hear me out. Adam Warlock has actually already defeated Thanos more than once. There was even a time where he turned Thanos into stone. This was when he was rescued from the Soul Stone. I know there are no real confirmations of who would really win in a battle between the two, as it also depends on the circumstances, so it could end either way, but Adam Warlock just has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Plus, he has the plot armor called Hero, so we all know who would really win. So what do you think? Do you think that maybe Thanos has the upper hand because he could just snap Adam Warlock out of existence? Or do you think that Warlock would be fast enough to prevent that? Regardless, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.